Lions, Tigers, and Bears is hosting a special community book signing event this weekend with Love on the Spectrum star David Issacman as he celebrates the release of his new children's chapter book, The Big Five, Save the Lions. This morning, we are joined by David himself and Bobby Brink, the founder and director of Lions, Tigers, and Bears, to talk about the event. Good morning, you two. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Such an exciting event going on this weekend, not to mention an amazing venue. First off, David, tell us a little bit about how, what the last couple years have looked like for you. A lot of people watching at home know you from the show Love on the Spectrum. What was your experience like on the show, and what's it been like since?
It's been a lot of fun dating someone.
Yeah. And I mean, since then, you've gained this huge following online. A lot of people know who you are, and you've been able to use this presence and this following for some good, right? For something that really means a lot to you, the animals, right?
That's right.
So tell us about the book that you wrote.
This book is called The Big Five, Save the Lions.
And what's it about?
It's about 5 autistic friends who discovers a magical backpack that can transports them to Africa, where they become superheroes and that could save all the animals from the villain.
There's a villain in there, exactly. So tomorrow there's going to be an event. It's tomorrow, right?
Right.
So it's at the facility. Tell us about what's going to be happening. It's a free event for people to come out to attend, but there are also a bunch of perks that they can join in on along the way, right, Bobby?
Yes, right. We're super excited to help David to release his new book. So he'll be there and have a little booth on we call it White Oak venue. It's right outside of our white and orange tigers habitat, Mocha and Nola. So he'll be there to sell and sign books, and it's kind of just an open house to our venue. And yeah.
And it's a way that people can come out for free, but they can purchase a copy of the book. They can also purchase a ticket to get into the venue, right? And to actually go in and see all the animals on display, right?
Exactly. And they can either purchase that in advance or they can just wait until they get there tomorrow.
What does it mean to be able to kind of join these forces together? Like I mentioned, Love on the Spectrum, I think, is a show that so many people have become so enamored by. They love the show. And it's an opportunity to be able to get the word out about this important cause that, Bobby, you've been a part of for so long, right?
Exactly, and it's nice to watch David, because 25 years ago when I started Lions, Tigers, and Bears, just a dream.
Yeah.
Start Lions, Tigers, and Bears, and he wants to start his own park called David's Park, so it just is heartwarming to get to help somebody who really wants to do something, because so many times we as people get afraid to help.
Yeah.
And there's so many simple things we can do, even at Lions, Tigers, and Bears. It's animals helping people, people helping animals. Animals are such good therapy, and a lot of times we think we're rescuing the animals. A lot of times they're rescuing us.
Absolutely. There's such a connection that can be made between humans and animals. Tell us a bit about the animals that you've seen. You've been able to go to Africa, right, to see some of those animals firsthand.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It's been a lot of fun, and it's the best Christmas vacation in Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Johannesburg, and the best Halloween vacation in Masai Mara.
Is there a favorite animal that you have in the book?
The lion.
The lion, I mean, unsurprisingly, the lions. How did you, tell us about the writing process and what it was like coming up with these characters and deciding what kind of journey they would go on. What was it like writing it?
Well, that's a good question. It was like the stories that takes you to your imagination.
Yeah, exactly. That's a huge part of it. I'm sure you got to like kind of tap into a different part of your brain to access these kinds of stories. Bobby, tell us about the animals that are on site there. If people have never come and visited yet, what can they see? I mean, of course, lions, tigers, and bears, but much more too, right?
Right. Lions, Tigers, and Bears, a fully accredited sanctuary. And we work all over the country with the first responders, help get animals out of places they shouldn't be, and then we provide them a lifetime home.
Yeah,
so
it's just such an important place for those animals to be able to live. What's next for you, David? What about after this book? Are you still filming? Is that in the future? Or what do you want to do with the next couple years?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay. You do want to open an animal sanctuary though, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's from my future plans.
Okay, so what kind of animals are you going to have there in the future, are you hoping for?
I will start with Africa for the lions.
Okay. And tell us a little bit more about that trip that you made. You said you grew up in LA and you were able to go to the LA Zoo and the San Diego Zoo, right? So
right.
You've been many times.
Yes, and I've been to also been to Central Park Zoo, San Antonio Zoo, and I've also been to the Bronx Zoo once.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I even went to Woodland Park Zoo.
Wow, very nice. Well, congratulations on the book. We were also mentioning that people can go online if they can't make it to the event, and they can buy a book online on Amazon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they can pre-order there, and then Barnes & Noble, too. You're going to have copies there.
Yes.
Very exciting. Remind people, Bobby, where they can go for more info on Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
LionsTigersandBears.org, or they can call up 619-659-8078.
All right.
Come
Thank you,
see
too,
us.
for coming. Exciting event that you have this weekend. Make sure to go check them out. Very exciting. Remind us the name of the book.
The Big Five Save the Lions.
There we go. David, Bobby, thank you both for being with us this morning. Quick break. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.